The Paika Rebellion. The Paika Rebellion of 1817 was a watershed moment in Odisha's history. The people of Odisha welcomed the British government in order to be liberated from the Marathas' exploitation. However, their aspirations were dashed when they encountered the administrative structure and economic exploitation of British imperialism. The British government's flawed land revenue policy, salt monopoly, and deprivation of local servants poisoned the minds of the people of Odisha. British rule reached a nadir when Jai Rajguru was hanged and the estate of Khurda was permanently confiscated. The direct management of Khurda by the British authority from 1805 enraged the indigenous people and laid the groundwork for the Paika Rebellion. The rebellion was led by Buksi Jagbandhu Bidyadhar Mahapakra Brahmrabra, the commander of the Raja of Khurda. The causes. The British government introduced a new currency system in Odisha, which caused confusion and exploitation. The British government imposed high taxes on the people of Odisha, which placed a heavy burden on them. The British government failed to respect traditional Hindu customs and practices, which angered the people of Odisha. The local populace was unable to understand British regulations because they were not available in Odisha. Clerks exploited the local populace by collecting large sums of money from them in a variety of important matters. The people of Khurda were angered by the deposition of the Raja of Khurda and the loss of their traditional rights to salt manufacture. Buksi Jagbandhu, the commander of the Raja's army, was particularly angered by these events and led the rebellion against the British. The events. On 29 March 1817, a group of Kandhas from Ghumsur attacked the police station and government buildings in Banpur, killing over 100 men and stealing Rupee 15,000 in government funds. The Paikas of Khurda and the Chuhars Khans of Ghumsur united under the leadership of Buksi Jagbandhu. They set fire to government buildings and looted Khurda's government treasury. The insurgents advanced towards Limbai, where they assassinated Charan Patnaik at Rathipur. Khurda and the surrounding areas were quickly placed at the mercy of these rebels. The British authorities dispatched troops to Khurda and Pipli to deal with the emergency. However, the rebels were able to capture Pipli and destroy police stations and government buildings. The rebels also attacked Hariharpur and severely beat the Tehsildar of Kotdes. They expelled the new zamindars of Balrampur and Budhakera. The common people of Limbai, Pipli, and Kotdes joined the insurgents and punished the zamindars who supported the British. They also set fire to villages and destroyed crops. The rebels captured and looted Rani Mukta Dei of Sambalpur. They also assassinated Jagbandhu Patnaik and members of his family who were spies against Buksi. The rebels advanced to Puri town and set fire to public and private structures. They denounced British rule and installed Raja Mukundadeva as their ruler. The revolt gradually spread to Gop, Kujan, Pattamudai, Golra, Harishpur and Prahrajpur. The British government responded to the Paika Rebellion by imposing martial law in Puri, Pipli and Limbai. They also captured the Raja of Puri and his son and burned several Paik villages. The rebellion spread to Pattamundai, Kujan and Gop, and the British government sent troops to suppress the uprising. Captain Kennett was successful in apprehending Narayana Parmaguru and Bamdeva Patajoshi, two key leaders of the Paika Rebellion. Buksi Jagbandhu and his followers fled to Nayagad and Ranpur, but they were forced to relocate frequently due to the British military operation. Buksi eventually proposed to his followers that they travel to the jungles and fight from there. The British government offered Buksi a monthly allowance of Rupee 200 if he surrendered, but he refused. His 2 wives and a large number of his followers were apprehended, but Buxi himself remained at large. In 1822, the Governor-General-in-Council offered Buxi and his friend Krishnachandra Bhramrabra Rai a pardon if they surrendered. They were also offered a pension of Rs100 and Rs50 per month, respectively. Buxi initially refused to surrender, but he eventually gave in 1825. He was pardoned and given a monthly pension of Rs150. However, he was effectively a prisoner in Cuttack, and he was never allowed to return to his former possessions. Buxi died in Cuttack in 1829. The consequences. The Paika uprising of 1817 had far-reaching consequences for the British administration in Odisha. The British government made a number of changes in the administrative, judicial, and economic spheres in order to appease the Orhia people and prevent future uprisings. These changes included employing more Odias in the government and giving them important tasks, changing the language of the court from Persian to Orhia, reducing the price of salt and making it more available to the people, granting a pension to the Raja of Khurda and giving him charge of the Jagannath temple in Puri, relieving local zamindars of their revenue burdens and restructuring the way properties are handled, appointing a commissioner with special authority to enact reform measures. The British government also took steps to improve relations with the Orhia people by adopting a policy of amity and cooperation. So, this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. To get the note of this video, scan the above QR code or check description to get the link. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day.